Hi, welcome to my video on percent of what number. This is the second one of the three types that we use to calculate percent. Percent of what number? Let what number be x, the unknown. Let is be the equal sign. Let of be the multiplication or times. And the steps that I'm going to use is I'm going to change my statement to an equation. I'm going to change percent to a decimal, divide each side by the decimal, and then I'm going to simplify each side. Let's do these three examples. 40% of what number is 28? So 40% of is the multiplication sign. What number is x? Is the equal sign, 28. Now the second step is change percent to a decimal. So 40% is decimal 40 or decimal 4 times x equals 28. So the percent is changed. Now I'm going to divide each side by the decimal. So divide each side by decimal 4. That means that the decimal 4s cancel out, give you 1 each, so 1 times x is x. And decimal 4 divided into 28. The decimal place on the 28 is to the right, and I got decimal 4, so I move it one place in my divisor, move it one place in my dividend. 4 into 28 goes 7, 4 sevens is 28, subtract, you get a 0. Bring down your 0, 4 into 0 goes 0. Remember, you have to keep going until you get to the decimal place. So 70 is the answer. B, 3% of what number is 2.19? 3% of is the multiplication sign. What number is the unknown x? Is the verb equal? And 2.19. Change percent to a decimal. Decimal 0.3. Move the decimal place 2 places to the right, to the left, times x equals 2.19. Divide both sides by decimal 0.3, and the decimal 0.3 cancels out, so I get x equals, remember, decimal 0.3 into itself once, decimal 0.3 into itself once. 1 times x divided by 1 is x. So decimal 0.3 divided into 2.19. Notice I'm not using a calculator. I'd rather use my pen. So decimal 0.3, 2 places to the right. Move the decimal 2 places to the right. 3 into 2 can't go. Now notice you have 3 divided into 219. So 3 into can't go into 2. 21 goes to 7. 3 sevens are 21. Subtract and get a 0. Bring down your 9. 3 into 9 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Subtract, get a 0. So the answer is 73. C. 4.5% of what number is 27? So 4.5%, 1 half is 0.5, decimal 5. Change your half to 0.5 first. Remember, you should know that 1 half is decimal 5. You should have learned it. Now, 4.5% off is the multiplication. What number is the unknown x? Is the equal sign, 27. Change your percent to a decimal, 2 places to the left, move your decimal. Okay, done. Divide both sides by the decimal. You're balancing your equation by dividing. The opposite of multiplication is division. They cancel out, 1, 1. So x equals, so decimal 0.45 divided into 27. The decimal in the 27 is on the right. Now let's move our decimal. Divisor moves 3 places, 1, 2, 3. So I have to move it 3 places in my dividend. 1, 2, 3. I've moved it, then I move it up. So 45 into 27 goes, let's see, 4 8s are 32, 4 7s are 28, 4 6s are 24, so it looks like as a 6. 5 6s are 30, carry your 3 to 27. It worked out perfect. And that gives me a 0, bring down your 0, so I get a 0. Bring down another 0, so 45 into 0 is 0. So the answer is 600. So let's just check with our calculator. Now let's see if our answer is right. So we have, let's turn on our calculator, clear it. So 27 division decimal 0.45. And we get a 600, so we're okay. Just making sure. You can always use your calculator, just faster. If you're on a test, use your calculator. If you want to work it out first for a bit of fun, if you're doing homework, then do so. But check. Here we go. You practice now. You do the 3 of these and work them out and press pause. And then when you finish, play it back to see if you're right. Here I go. 7% off is the multiplication. What numbers x is the equal sign 29.4. Change your decimal, percent to decimal, decimal 7 times x equals 29.4. Divide both sides by decimal 7, decimal 0.7, sorry. Cancel it out, 1, 1, so that gives me x. And decimal 0.7 divided into 29.4. Move your decimal place 2 places in the divisor, 2 places in your dividend. 7 and 29 goes 4, that's a 28. I subtract, I get a 1, bring down your 4. 7 into 14 goes 2, 2 7s are 14, subtract, you get 0. Bring down your 0. 7 into 0 goes 0. Notice I got to keep going. 42 wouldn't be the answer because you need to multiply 7 by 400. It has to be in the hundreds to get the 2,940. Number 2, 25% times x equals 21. Off is the multiplication sign. What number is the x and is the equal sign? Decimal 25, change your percent. 25% is 2 places to the right, 1, 2. Divide by decimal 25 on each side to balance it out. Cancel out, 1, 1. So 1 times x is x. And decimal 25 divided into 21. The decimal and the 21 is on the right. Move up 2 places to the right in the divisor and 2 places to the right in your dividend. Then move it up. 25 into 22 can't go into 21. So 25 into 210 is 8 times 8. 5 8s are 40. You got to carry your 4. 16 and 4 is 20. Subtract and I get a 10. Bring down your 0. 25 into 100 is 4. 4 times 25 is 100. So the answer, I forgot to put the answer up above. 420. And the answer to number 2 is 84. And number 3, 0.5%. Well, let's change the half to decimal 5. You could say 0.5 or decimal 5. So let's write this out first. Change that percent. Change the half first. Done. Now change your percent to decimal 2 places to the left. So it's 1, 2, 2 zeros. Oh, okay. I think I should write out my problem. I've gone ahead of myself. I should make the off multiplication. What number x is, right? This is the equal sign. Now I should change my decimal percent to a decimal. I went ahead of myself then. So note, change the 1/2 to 0.5. change to an equation, multiplication, x equals sign, and change your percent to a decimal. Notice I keep the same pattern without changing. Divide by decimal 0.005 on each side. They cancel out 1, 1. 1 times x is x. And now I divide decimal 0.5 into 18.40. And decimals are in both numbers. Move it 3 places to the right and 3 places, 1, 2, 3 in your dividend. Move it up. 5 into 18 goes 3. That gives you 15. 18 subtract 15 is 3. Bring down your 4. 5 into 34 is 6. 5 6 is 30. Subtract and you get a 4. Bring down your 1. 5 into 41 goes 8. 5 8s are 40. And you get a 1 when you subtract. Bring down to 0. 5 into 10 goes 2. So the answer is 3682. Okay, let's continue. Hopefully you did okay on them, but if you use your calculator, then go ahead. It's all right. Now I have 4 word problems. 2 I'm going to work out for you. I'm going to work them all out, but 2 I'm going to work out as examples, and then you can practice on these, or you can practice on them all right now. 100 seniors attended a concert. That was 5% of the people who attended. How many people attended the concert? So notice the 100 people who attended, that was 5% of who attended. So if you think about it, 5% times what number, which is the number who attended, is going to be 100. So reading the problem, you got to be careful. Is the 5% the 100 or 5% the people who attended? So you got to be careful reading it. So we changed the percent to a decimal. Done. Divide both sides by decimal 0.5. Done. Cancel out the decimal 0.5. You get x. And decimal 0.5 divided into 100. The decimal's on the right there. So you move it 2 places. You move it 2 places. 5 into 10 goes 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Bring down a 0. 5 into 0 goes 0. Bring down another 0. 5 into 0 goes 0. Bring down another 0. 5 into 0 goes 0. So the answer is 2,000. And 2,000 people. And if you check it, if you want to check it out to see what's going on, so you get 2,000 people. Just check. If you take 2,000 people and multiply it by 5%, which is decimal 0.5, you should get 100, right? So we're just checking it back. Harry had 60 questions correct on a test. If he received a mark of 75% on the test, how many questions were on the test? So he has a mark of 75%. So 75% of the number of questions is going to be 60. So the 60 questions is the same as the 75%. So you change your percent to a decimal. Divide both sides by your decimal. They cancel out. And decimal 75 divided into 60. And your decimal's at the end of the 60. 2 places, 2 places. Move it up. 75 can't go into 60, so 7 8s are 56. So let's see. Looks like 7 8s are 56. 5 8s are 40. Got to carry your 4. Oh, it comes right out to 60. Subtract and get a 0. Bring down your 0. 75 into 0 goes 0. So you have 80 questions. And again, if you took the 80 questions, if you had 80 questions and you took multiplied by decimal 75, you get the 60. And 60 is the number of questions. Now there's 2 here for you to work out. Pause, work them out, play it back to see if you're going to get it right. When a certain gas was heated it expanded to 150% of the original price. Calculate the original price if the expanded volume was 300. So 150% off the original price. And we're looking for the original price, so that's the X. Calculate the original volume. Sorry, price. Volume, I meant. So, and if I get 150% of the original volume, then it should become 300. Again, notice 150% of the original volume. So we're looking for the original volume. So the change percent to decimal is 1.5. Decimal is right there, moves 2 places. Times X equals 300. Divide by 1.5. Cancels out, 1, X equals, so 1.5 into 300. Decimals on the end, move it 1 place, move it 1 place, then move it up. 15 to 30 goes 2. 2 times 15 is 30. Subtract, I get a 0. Bring down your 0. 15 into 0 goes 0. Bring down another 0. 15 into 0 goes 0. So 200. So 200. Notice 150% is 1.5 times. So half of that is 100. So 100% is 200. 50% is 100. So 200 plus 100 makes sense. You can use your calculator. Number 2, the population of a city increased by 20,000 people. If the increase was 8%, what was the old population? So notice the 8% increase is the 20,000 people. So the 8% times the old population, which I'll call X, is 20,000 people. So again, the 8% is the 20. So 8% of the old population. X is the old population. Change it to a decimal. Decimal 8 times X is 20,000. Divide by decimal 0.8. They cancel to give you ones. X equals. So decimal 0.8 divided into 20,000. The decimal is on the right side of 20,000. 2 places to the right, 2 places to the right. What you move in your divisor, you move in your dividend. Now 8 into 2 can't go. 8 and 20 goes 2 8s are 16, and I get a 4. 5, bring down your 0. 8 into 40 goes 5. 5 8s are 40. Now you got to be careful. You got that one brought down, so you got to bring this one down. So that's there. Bring this one down, so that's there. Bring this one down, so that's there. Bring this one down, so you keep bringing all them down. And 8 into those goes 0 each time. So 250,000 people was the old population. And just to check that, let's put our calculator here, and we clear it. So 250,000 times 8% times decimal 0.8, and I should get 20,000. Perfect. Got the calculator backing me up to make sure I'm okay. If you like what I'm doing, like my videos, click on the like button, click on my subscribe button, and click on the notification bell, because there's more videos coming, many more videos. I'm only just getting started working these through. Write a comment on my video, and visit my math website at mathfullyexplained.com to find information about my degrees and teaching experience. A section on my videos tells me about the teaching strategy I'm going to use to help you learn your math. There's a section on content, which has the topics I'm going to have on my YouTube channel, the number of videos on each topic, the topics completed. It's going to be black font. The topics that I'm going to do in the future are going to be in red font, and the red font will keep changing each time because I'm going to be doing more and more videos. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.